Keith Stanovich called vocabulary a person's tools of thought. They're just the fundamental substance of meaning that the brain operates with in order to speak and listen and engage in a meaningful way with the world around us. Vocabulary. Whereas vocabulary is largely built through the reading process, in the case of good readers, in the beginning stages, in the early stages of learning to read, the reading has to rely on vocabulary to bootstrap itself, to pull itself up. And so the greater the gap, and that's the piece on the language gap that we've touched on earlier, the greater the gap between the language the child has already present, the vocabulary they're already familiar with, the words they already know the meanings of, they know the sounds of, they're home, they're inside, they got it. And the text that they're reading with, that's trying to draw on and assemble those vocabulary words into having a reading experience that's pleasurable and quick and not so labored as they bootstrap up into more complex reading processes. This vocabulary is a critical backdrop for the takeoff in reading. Of course, another key role for vocabulary is that it is the exercise environment, as children are trying to pay attention to the fact that that word sounds very much like another word that they know of, but it's being used in a different way. It's drawing their brain into making more subtle distinctions and finding out, well, it sounds similar, but it's not really similar, and that's what's taken their brain into differentiating phonemes.